Forget everything you think you need to buy for a beautiful garden. Here at Golden Years Gardening, we believe the secret to a stunning outdoor space isn't in a store. It's waiting in your trash can, your garage, and your recycling bin. Let us prove it to you. But first, let us know, where in the world are you gardening from today? Drop your city or country in the comments below. We love seeing our community grow. If you're ready to transform your space without breaking the bank, make sure to hit that like button, share this with a friend who loves a good project, and subscribe to Golden Years Gardening for weekly tips to make your garden glow. Now, let's get started. Idea number 1, the ultimate repurposed container hunt. Turn your shed, garage, and kitchen cabinets into a source of unique planters. The key is drilling drainage holes. A simple masonry bit works for ceramic and glass. An old muffin tin becomes a charming mini herb garden for the patio table. A vintage bread box mounted on a fence, with its door propped open, creates a shallow display for sedums and hen and chicks. Don't forget footwear. A pair of worn-out work boots packed with soil and petunias adds instant quirky character by the back door. For a truly free option, gather fallen birch bark or large pieces of thick cardboard, shape them into temporary cylinders, and use them as biodegradable starter pots directly in the garden. Consider using an old drawer from a dresser, which can be sealed with a clear outdoor varnish and fitted with casters to create a rolling herb garden that follows the sun. Even a cracked ceramic sink can be turned into a stunning patio planter, perfect for a mix of cascading lobelia and upright lavender. Idea number 2, mastering the vertical pallet garden. Not all pallets are created equal. Always look for the stamp HT for heat treated, not MB for methyl bromide. Prepare your pallet safely by sanding it smooth. For a foolproof planting method, stand it up against a wall and use it as a support for hanging containers. Screw S-hooks into the top slats and hang old tin cans or plastic pots planted with strawberries and nasturtiums. Alternatively, lay it flat, fill it completely with soil, and plant a dense carpet of creepin thyme or woolly thyme between every slat. After 6 weeks of root growth, gently tilt it vertical. This living wall will be lush and full immediately, with no bare spots. For a more structured look, attach small fabric shoe organizers to the pallet slats, filling each pocket with potting mix for herbs and lettuces. You can also mount the pallet horizontally under a window to act as a deep, rustic window box. Idea number 3, advanced jar lantern craft. Go beyond tea lights. For a longer-lasting, brighter glow, use solar-powered fairy lights. Coil a string of 50 lights inside a large, clean pickle jar. The solar panel sits on the lid. This creates a radiant, portable lantern. For a festive party look, fill jars a quarter full of water, add a few drops of food coloring, then float a small candle on top. To create pathway markers, fill jars with layers of colored sand or gravel, then place a votive on top. For hanging installations, use strong wire to create a secure cradle that allows you to easily remove the jar for lighting. For a winter garden, fill jars with evergreen clippings, pine cones, and cranberries, and nestle a candle inside for a seasonal glow. You can also paint the inside of a jar with a thin layer of Mod Podge and sprinkle in glitter for a sparkling, frosted effect that diffuses light beautifully. Idea number 4, building durable found pathways. A good path needs a stable base, even if the surface is free. After marking your route, dig down about 3 inches. Lay a foundation of crushed gravel or even recycled broken bricks to aid drainage and prevent sinking. Then, set your chosen surface material. For a mosaic effect, press pieces of broken colored tile or china into wet concrete stepping stones you mix yourself in a mold. A wood chip path benefits from a permeable landscape fabric underneath to suppress weeds. Line it with logs, large river rocks, or even inverted glass bottles of the same color for a polished, intentional border. Consider using reclaimed cobblestones, which can often be found on local marketplace listings from old driveways, to create a timeless, formal walkway. For a whimsical touch, create stepping stones by setting large, flat slices of a tree trunk into the ground, sealing them with polyurethane for longevity. Idea number 5, creating upcycled garden sculpture. Think of your garden as an open-air gallery. Assemble a totem pole by stacking differently sized terracotta pots on a central rebar rod sunk into the ground. Paint each pot a color in a gradient. Transform an old window frame into a living picture, attach chicken wire to the back, fill the cavity with moss and soil, and insert small plants like baby tears and miniature ivy to create a living masterpiece. An unused headboard or footboard from a bed makes a stunning instant trellis for climbing peas or morning glories. For a kinetic sculpture, hang old silverware or keys from a repurposed branch to create a charming tinkling wind chime. An old bicycle wheel can be hung horizontally from a tree, with small hanging baskets attached to the spokes to create a spinning floral mobile. Idea number 6. Strategic discount paint projects. Paint is the fastest, most dramatic transformer. Use a bold oops paint color to create a focal point on a single dominant garden wall. This is called a feature wall for outdoors. Paint the inside of a plain wooden birdhouse, a bright teal or coral to make it pop against green foliage. Give new life to plastic nursery pots by painting the outside with exterior-grade paint, unifying a mismatched collection. For a functional art piece, paint an old wooden ladder in a bright glossy color and use it as a stylish plant stand to display potted herbs at different heights. You can also use stencils and leftover paint to create patterns on a plain concrete patio, or to add faux tile designs to the risers of your porch steps. Paint a fading wooden bench with a fresh coat and add weather-resistant outdoor cushions, made from upcycled denim for a cozy sitting nook. Idea number 7. Engineering a solar water feature. Sound and movement bring a garden to life. For a bubbler fountain, find a large sealed ceramic urn. Drill a small hole in the side near the base to thread the cord of a solar pump through. Place the pump inside, cover the spout with a flat stone that allows water to trickle over the edges, and fill the urn with water. Surround it with moisture-loving plants like Ligula rhea and astilbe. The solar panel can be placed up to 15 feet away in full sun. For a wildlife pond, use a repurposed rigid plastic stock tank. Add the pump and include a beach area of pebbles for birds to bathe. To create a simple, elegant spillway, use a section of bamboo gutter or a copper pipe attached to a wall, letting the pumped water flow over it into a basin below, creating a gentle, relaxing trickle. Idea number 8. Operating a full propagation station. Become a plant multiplier. For succulents, gently twist a leaf off, let the end callus over for a few days, then place it on top of cactus soil. It will sprout new babies. To clone shrubs like roses or butterfly bushes, take 8-inch hardwood cuttings in late fall, dip in rooting hormone, and plant in a sheltered nursery bed of sand. Force branches of flowering shrubs like forsythia or quince indoors in late winter. Place cuttings in a vase of water in a sunny spot, and you'll have blooms weeks before spring arrives outside. Trade these rooted cuttings with friends to diversify your garden for free. Create a dedicated propagation area using an old bookshelf laid on its back, filled with seed trays made from egg cartons and humidity domes made from cut plastic bottles. This organized nursery corner maximizes success and makes the process part of the garden's decor. Idea number 9. Perfecting seed saving and swapping. Mastering seed saving ensures your favorite plants return. For tomatoes, ferment the seeds, scoop gel and seeds into a jar of water for a few days until mold forms, then rinse and dry the clean seeds on a paper towel. For flowers like sunflowers, let the head dry on the stalk, then rub to release seeds. Organize a physical seed swap using an old library card catalog or a multi-drawer cabinet in a community center. Label each drawer with plant types. Online, join dedicated social media groups where gardeners post seed offers and send them via mail in exchange for a self-addressed stamped envelope. For easy storage, keep your dried seeds in small labeled paper envelopes inside a tightly sealed glass jar with a silica gel packet in a cool, dark place. This protects them from moisture and ensures high germination rates for the next season. Idea number 10. Cultivating a living mulch ecosystem. Replace bagged mulch with a living tapestry that benefits your entire garden. In vegetable beds, plant low-growing green manure like crimson clover between rows. It fixes nitrogen in the soil, suppresses weeds, and can be turned under as fertilizer. Under roses and shrubs, plant perennial geraniums or lamium. Their dense mats keep roots cool and deter weeds. For a fragrant walkable ground cover in sunny areas, plant Corsican mint or chamomile between stepping stones. They release scent when crushed. This living layer reduces your workload, improves soil health, and creates a lush, professional look. In shadier areas, consider sweet woodruff or wild ginger, which spread gracefully and handle dry shade once established. For a dramatic textural effect, use a mix of different sedums which come in an array of colors and forms to create a living mosaic that changes with the seasons and requires almost no water. There you have it. 10 ideas to prove that a beautiful garden isn't about how much you spend. It's about creativity, patience, and seeing the hidden beauty in everyday objects. It's about the story each repurposed item tells. Your garden becomes a reflection of your resourcefulness, A unique personal sanctuary built not from your wallet, but from your imagination. So look at your space with new eyes. That trash might just be your next treasure. If you found a tip you can use, give this video a like, share it with a friend who loves to upcycle, and subscribe for more ways to build your dream space without spending a fortune. Start with one idea, enjoy the process, and watch your beautiful budget-friendly garden grow.